serve the Omnissiah.
I'm not seeing anything about that. Oh no, there we are. Sorry. So, Silver Tenebris must burn. We must not linger. Discovery of Silver Tenebris. 10.011010%. More awaits us. Here's the Acropis sector located, and we have located the Lord of this tomb. There are a total of 6 tombs. And we are 10% of the way through. Each one of these gave us 3%. The minimum is 1%, no matter how well you do. But at 1%, you've got a lot of missions you can run. Oh. Huh. Very well spotted. Yeah, here's the noosphere. Huh. Very interesting. Yeah, the noosphere is everywhere. Interesting. I wonder who you be. Right, let's get down there into this mission. Ghost in the machine, indeed. As a biologist fighting the Orc menace, science studying fungal controls, I need to replenish my energy reserves. Sleep. I bid you all well wishes for the upcoming solar cycle. Good night, everyone. Take care, Poltoon. Thank you so much for the cheer, mate. You have a good sleep. Right. Putting all of the peeps. Alright. Tilly has come back in the room, so I need to close the door so I don't let all the heat back in. Tilly is very good at asking me to open the door. Utterly rubbish at asking me to close it again. Also, hasn't yet learned how to close it herself. Very sad about this. Very sad. Really need to get more armor on our tech priest though. That's a concern for me. But canticle-wise... Okay, well, first and foremost, let me cancel that. Cancel you. Don't go. Let's have a look.
Looking dapper.
Let's grab Cant of the Craft. I mean, restore 5 HP on the active unit isn't a bad one. Grab 6 cognition points and... Maxing the machine spirit of all weapons would be super useful. But Litany of Life may be ultra clutch. Jehovah Keen, thank you very much for this 2 months. 2nd month, best month. Omnissiah, bless this expedition. I slumber. Take care, mate, and have a good sleep. Alright, let's get out there. You do not relish this mission, Subdomina Capra. I ascertain this from your pupil dilation and nervous system stress levels. Even in victory, the men and women on the ground suffer. But that is not something I imagine troubles Amagos. Some tech priests choose to excise the emotional centers of their brains, especially when they reach the rank of Magos. I did not. I have fought under plenty of Magi who had no emotion at the loss of men and women in combat. I'm glad to know I'm not doing that again. I am capable of quarantining emotions in my neurovaults and choosing to experience them if they are beneficial. I am not ruled by them, but I am not ignorant of them either. That is why casualty rates on missions under my command are 11.7% below the average. I'll take that as a good omen. Subdomina Capra, how goes your attempts of establishing a foothold on Silver Tenebris with our main forces? Operations in the Tomb of Acropis are continuing, Migos. But the enemy is pressing our perimeter hard. It's impossible to explore the tomb if all my troops are tied up keeping themselves from being overrun. I see. The enemy is aware of our presence. It seems like it. They're not just attacking at random. The Necrons are exerting pressure at key points, hoping we will falter. Logic demands a response. Ignoring this predicament invites defeat. Your solution? With your help, collapse the tomb on them first. One thing says, wishing you the best, like +9 damage. Yeah, pretty much. I have plotted 4 locations in the Tomb of Acropis. If these are made impassable with demolition charges, the Necrons won't have the run of their own tomb anymore. My cohort will see this done. Once the key points are blocked, the Necrons will be funneled into our crossfire. They'll spend a lot more lives testing our defences. I am not certain the Necrons can be accurately said to have lives. Well, whatever they have, they're going to lose a lot of them. Fair enough. Deployment number 5. Objective is down there. Oh. This is kind of a very straightforward route. We could be in and out fairly quickly without exploring everything here, but our options for getting Blackstone would be dramatically reduced if we do. We're going to go for the Blackstone there. Chunk. That's enough to buy 1 level up for the new tech priest at least. Fascinating. Could this be some event from the distant history of Necron race? I've heard rumours of such mythology amongst the theories about the Necrons, but confirming it could be a breakthrough. On the wall of this chamber is inscribed a complex design resembling a star map, but the stars are depicted being consumed by ill-defined entities of swirling light and shadow. Obliterate the stele archive. Record the inscription in pick grabs, but spend no more time here than necessary. Yeah, we'll do that. Very worrying. I thought this was a chance to be the first to reap knowledge of the Necron myths. I will think twice before seeking out such things in the future, amigos. Oh well, poop. +2. Ouch. The pick grabs transmitted to the Cessus Mechanicus prove grainy and low resolution, and nothing can be made of them. The cogitators used to hold them, however, rapidly degrade and must be quarantined and destroyed. Dude! You broke my camera! You scalawag. I'm gonna risk spending a little bit more time in this tomb just to grab some more things. Chastisement of the menials on the Cessus Mechanicus will follow. Failure of maintenance observations inexcusable. The detonator of this charge appears to be a dud. Some menial must have neglected to perform the required anti-corrosion rites. Replace, use force repair. Attempt to replace the corroded parts of the charge with the cohort's tech knowledge. Sure. The cohort uses tech rites to replace the corroded wires, and blesses the work with a tap of the anointed pneumo wrench. The detonator worked perfectly, vindicating their faith in the teachings of the Omnissiah. That is actually a nice haul. That cognition is brilliant. Okay, we don't actually consume any more walking back on a path that we've already been on. That's good to know. The explosive charge is put in place, but minuscule Necron scarab constructs emerge from the apertures in the walls, evidently intent on devouring the explosives before they can go off. Bug extermination, explosive haste, cork the vents, block the apertures to prevent any more scarabs from emerging. Oh, poop. The cohort uses sealant compounds to fill in the holes from which the tiny scarabs are scuttling. The trooper who elects to perform this deed suffers dozens of small bites as the scarabs try to devour him, but thankfully their attentions are taken off the explosives long enough for them to be successfully set. Well, I mean, you know, I guess that works. I'm snuggled up with a blanket at the moment, feeling sniffly from the season change, so thanks for the relaxing stream. Oh, welcome. I'm sorry you've got a bit of the sniffles. Several Necron skulls are carved into the walls of this chamber, all arranged looking at the central pedestal holding up a globe. No Xenos tech for us. Examine the faces. Inspect the globe. Examine the faces. Scrutinize the faces on the walls. The eyes of the Necrons' heads appear to be hollow. On closer inspection, each conceals a weapon muzzle. The cohort watches for sign of a booby trap and a note, a subtle pressure plate in the floor around the globe. They move on with the new understanding of Necron cunning, and now we have full cognition. Nice. Right, well, I'm willing to just go for this now. We're going to be almost on the verge of this costing 3 points, but as long as there's a console that we can scan and destroy, then we should be able to keep this down to 2. 1 console there. Any more? Only 1. Well, still, that's not so bad. Survive 4 rounds. Ugh. 4 rounds is actually kind of annoying. Oh, we are probably going to have some things elevating then in that case. Right, duly noted. Duly noted. You can be over there. And you can be down here. And I'm going to pop in 2 servitors to help with the scarabs. Go for the middle one. It's fine. I'm going to get... though you're acided, so you're going to take more points of damage over time. Which is a problem, but... There we go. You've lost your attack of opportunity now this round. Got a repair going on. Good, good, good. Right, I would like to scan this cognition point because I'm not going to be going up there. Now, can I get you? No. If I move there, I can. May as well then. This will give me knowledge on what your stats are, and if I'm lucky and you don't have... I'm not lucky. Much sadness to me. However, I will use both of these just because it will charge them up. And then the next time I try to use them, I'll be able to do a chunky bit more damage. $82 Blackstone. I approve. 2 to 4. 3. That's fine. That's why we've got this chunk. Oh, has it got... It must have... Oh, yeah, it's got 1 armor there. Never mind. Alright, well, let's go and grab this one then, and I'll stand by here to collect that cognition again on the next turn. I could use this on myself, but I'll heal anyway, so I don't need to. I know there is a Scaveler and a Puritan Vidix, I believe, ending, but are there others, like for Tyrusus, Ro, or Kepra? I believe... There are 3 endings. Basically, 1 if you complete all of Vidix's options but don't really complete all of Scaveler's. 1 if you complete all of Scaveler's kind of subquests but don't complete all of Vidix's. And 1 where you basically keep them evenly satisfied the whole way through. I don't know if there's more than that though. That's quite funny. There we go. A little bit of servo skull damage to you. Alright, I'm going to pop this. And then I'm going to try and pop you with this. I won't succeed, I'll do a lot of damage though. Take you out. Now we're going to move in and finish you off with melee. And whomp. Okay, didn't finish. It's fine. Be able to finish you with this. And finally, finish you with that. At this point, Sweet Orange Bunny is capable of inflicting death by 1,000 cuts. Which I approve of. Tunk. Necrons are reanimating 1 turn faster. Here we go. Is this one going to have a pedestal? Oh. Flayed ones. What is this vile mix of flesh and machine? Is this a form of the Necron in its infant state? What has Scaveler got to say? Unsurety statement loaded. Unsure of life form progression path. Diagnosing possible outcomes. Signs of degradation, deformed segmentation, and physiological deformities. Possible solutions. ++ infant, ++ disease, ++ parasitic life form that represents form of ripped flesh. Should I continue? That's enough, Scaveler. I believe we are not the ones who diagnose Necron health, but instead, be their executioners. What a marvellous way of putting it. I am mostly concerned for my troops' morale. There have been reports of Skitarii disappearing in these tombs, and I believe I now know why. Skitarii lives, less than Architect, SCC fragments, mission. How supportive of you, Redditors. Immediately going to gather 2 points here. I don't think we need any more. We're good. Please eliminate them. Chonk. Perfect. Now with that, move right up here next to this Necron so they can't do anything. Well, they will be able to do things, but yeah, there's the acid damage, which is just annoying. Cleanse the target of any negative effects. Cooldown 2 turns. Get rid of that acid for now. Out of range, it's fine. It's actually not fine. No. I have to draw quite close to be able to use this. Okay, fair enough. Let's do it. This will tell me what your stats are, if nothing else. Okay, you have no energy resistance. That's perfect. Hey, yo, Tim. Thank you very much for the Prime sub, mate. Really appreciate it. I'm not going to mess with you anymore. Instead, I'm going to go down here and use the Omnissiah Axe on this. 5 damage. Nice. I think that's all we're going to do with you. They're going to take a bit of damage, but yeah, it wasn't quite enough to take him out, sadly. We'll get 1 cognition from you, though. Right, now the problem with you... Let's first find out what your stats are. 5 points of damage. Right, now you're going to be targeting me. That's fine. Because my next move is to unalive you. And chop. Take you out. And move up. We'll end the turn there. You can move more towards the middle. There we go. Ah, damn it. Still nothing. Nothing for me to... no consoles or anything. Let's scan this, I think. We'll just grab the cognition point. Hello, Fizbek. How you doing, mate? Right. How much health has this got? Honestly, I'm just going to finish her off with an Omnissiah axe and then move forward. Grab this cognition point, might as well. I'll be able to finish that off with a shot from this, which will also charge it. And then make some progress forward. Actually, go there. Then a little bit more progress forward. Grab another cognition point, and I'll be stood here then next turn as well. Take that shot. Okay, well, it's not great, but it's good enough. Right, let's duck behind cover. Now, I could do a little bit of damage. Actually, let's find out what your stats are with this. Nice. Okay, good. That is still on cooldown, so I can't use that one just yet. What I can do with this, though, is get into position and attack. We'll go with the one with the energy armor. I'm not going to use this because it would actually push one of them out of my attack range, which is not what I want. Though I suppose, either way, I'm only going to be able to use an attack of opportunity on one of them, so... Well, now that damage there is going to be an issue if this immediately ends it. No, I've still got one more turn. Okay. That's actually good because I need an opportunity to heal. Otherwise, I will use up a lot of Blackstone. Oh, kill all enemies. Never mind then, okay. No, we're going to go down there. Well, I can use this to drop a heal on you. You can become so potent at healing. Especially if you end up with 2 healing-focused tech priests. You can get to a point where practically nothing can take you out. There we go. Now I will use this Mechadend right here just to finish you off. As it's quite a nice, easy way to do it. Get in there, grab the cognition. I'll have my Omnissiah axe. You are not going to be able to get away from me. And chomp. I may as well finish. Well, actually, no. I'll take a pop shot at you first. Okay, got a little bit more info there. Use that. Now this is only going to cost me 1, so there's potential that I actually might take you out. Not quite, but near enough. If I really want to, I could finish you off. Yeah, sure, fine. I'll just take you out of the equation completely. Ended up doing a bit of a wiki diving thanks to watching this. Always find myself imagining the kinds of scenarios that would be highly disruptive to the status quo, like the Dragon of Mars breaks free and looks for a powerful ally against both the Necrons and the Warp. Fully revives the God Emperor of Man. How would the Imperium actually deal with the God Emperor actually being alive and giving actual commands? Well, the first thing is the God Emperor would probably be horrified at the world. Because the irony of 40k is that the God Emperor was all about the Age of Reason. Like, the God Emperor detested religious dogma. And that's literally what the world has turned into. Okay, we need to grab some cognition points from all over the map. First, pop you. And then pop you again, because that'll give me the cognition. Now move up, drop a heal, and I will then basically stand guard. There we go. At this stage, we can use this servo skull to grab that point. And since I've got a gun that will give me details, even if it doesn't do damage, it'll still tell me the stats on this enemy, which is all I need, really. And then follow that up with a whole heck of a lot of damage for only one cognition point as well, because the machine spirit is fully charged. And we got a crit. Couldn't have been better. Well, actually, it could have been better. One more round would have allowed me to heal them probably fully, but oh well. The last demolition charge brings down another section of the tomb. The most heavily used routes around the tomb are now cut off, and the Necrons will be forced to fight on Skitarii terms from now on. Servants of the Omnissiah will live now, who would otherwise have died. My thanks for sending your tech priests to the aid of my troops. We will profit nothing on this world if our troops on the ground cannot keep the tombs open until we can ascertain the threat they contain. It is simple logic, Subdomina. Maybe, but nevertheless I thank you, for you Skitarii have much reason to expect a tech priest to come to their aid so directly. We are used to being disposable. My emotional cores return dismay and anger whenever a Skitarii is described as disposable. No one is disposable so long as they do the Omnissiah's work. Thus it is written. Yeah, 60 Blackstone for that. Painful, but oh well. We paid for it with the amount of Necron warriors we killed. And we unlocked a new, very useful unit, and more importantly, a tech priest. Forcinus is great, I really like that. Litany of Life, restore 10 HP on an... Oh, I should have used the Litany of Balls. Well, that would have saved me a bunch of Blackstone. Litany of the Electromancer, the next 4 attacks will ignore all armor. I really need to use my litanies more. Shroud Psalm, the next attack will break 2 energy armor. Oh my lord, we now have an awful lot of people. New deployment available, new deployment available, new deployment available. Oh my good lord. Everyone but Skavel against something. But look at who we have down here. You know what? I'm going to be a Scallywag, and first we're going to look at you. No, go away. Oh, my lord. Okay, tech. Can I have a look at that? There we are. Can I... No? Okay, fair enough. Let's go back. No. No! I don't want... Come back out. There we go. Gain 5+ critical chance per attack done in this battle. And single target melee attack. Attack ignores armor, triggers an opportunity attack, deals 3 to 5 damage. Now, damage. Not physical damage, not energy damage, damage. Really like that. Right. But time for us to name a new tech priest. We have got 4 names in games already redeemed, so whoever wins this one doesn't need to pay up. It's already been prepaid, because the dapplings are lovely and wonderful. But what are we going to use as the keyword for this one? We will go with... Hashtag praise the Omnissiah. It is pasted for you in chat right now. You can just copy that and paste it again in chat to let Nightbot know that you would like your name to be in with chance. And in a few moments I will tell Nightbot to select one randomly from all the people in there. I clicked on this channel because the flesh is weak. Hello, mate. I hope you will enjoy your stay. Yeah, if you want your name to possibly be applied to this tech priest, just type hashtag praise the Omnissiah in chat. No spaces. You can just cut and paste someone else who's already pasted it, and that will throw your name into the raffle. Do you get to be a heretic and install Necron parts on your dudes? I'm trying to decide whether this is spoilers, but yeah, more or less, yeah. You can. I've got the heretic DLC, so yes. Base game, you do not. But with the DLC, you do. Though it's not really Necron parts, as more as it's called Xenorite. But it's basically Necron tech. Wait, there's Heretic DLC? Yes. Yes, it is. Ho ho ho. I know, right? Okay, let's roll this and find out who wins. Raziel, thank you very much for the 60 months, by the way. It is Cecil Kane. Let us get you named. The Omnissiah has decided to praise your name. There you go. Tonk. Now then, who are you and what do you do? Are we going to start rolling with troops yet? I don't think so. We haven't got enough troops to make it useful yet. Oh, I'm sorry, Morgul. Just slightly too late. Praise the Omnissiah and pass it to... I mean, that's fair. Okay, well, we've got a couple of points, so I'm going to drop a few points in here. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a Xenorite tech so that you heal at the beginning of your turn. The next thing I'm going to do... I'm kind of feeling... Kind of feeling Lex Mechanic, honestly. Yeah. On your turn, you will add 1 cognition point to the setup, no matter what. And then let's have a look. +2 to HP max, +2 to dodge, physical armor and energy armor off one thing. I think we have to take that, yes. There you go. What, we can put it up there? Hang on. What? Okay. Oh. Oh, look at your beautiful face. Actually, that ends up looking the same as your portrait. That was accidental, but very much appreciated. Right, you're also going to roll with an X, because everyone is. We don't really have much in the way of guns right now, but I guess this is going to have to do. Let's pop it on this side. No. Wrong gun. There you are. I could give you an Infestus Mechadendrite as well. Or another Phosphor Blast Pistol, but I think... Oh, we're going to give you a Xenorite Mechadendrite, I think, actually. Yeah, there you go. Two things that cost 1 cognition point to use, but you generate a cognition point at the beginning of the turn if there aren't any there. So you will always be able to use one of them. Always. No matter what. And that's actually a really good ability for that reason alone. And then a gun that costs nothing to use. Alright. I like it. Right, now we've got deployments everywhere. Same one with Vidix, we're still not taking it. We can now get a Skitarii Vanguard Alpha. And increase the cognition point maximum. Oof. Protection detail. A unit of Skitarii escorted in a topographical survey device has become trapped in the tomb of Agrolek. Subdomina Kepra is requested a cohort reach the unit and save the Oculus Topographis. Or it would probably be Oculus Topographis. Radiation burns. Damage sustained during warp transit forced the Cestus Metallicant to vent much of its fuel reserves. Quartermaster Hro suggests acquiring a supply of isotopic material from the tomb of Agrolek for use as fuel on the Cestus Metallicant. This would give us the Phosphor Blaster. Still energy damage. Shoots multiple projectiles in a cone area. Reveal target statistics. Deals 2 to 4 energy damage to targets in the area. This can hit multiple enemies. It's not bad for something that does 2 to 4. It does cost 3 cognition points though. So it's like, eh. But it will give us 123. But we've also got this. Arc Mechanicus Sector. Now this is stuff that is all added as part of the DLC. Tribune Xerxes, I imagine it would be Xerxes, requests assistance in putting down a rebellion amongst the lower ranks in the Cestus Metallicant's Enginarium decks. Stop the rebellion. We would get the Cognition Mechadendrite, collects 1 cognition point, designed purely for data collection, specifically from new discoveries to ensure the safety of the user's weaker, fleshy husk. The Cognition Mechadendrite serves as a fundamental tool, normally favoured by Lex Mechanics, that log the newfound data into huge cogitators called data looms. We would also get the Sicarian Infiltrator, which is actually quite a cool unit. We will be against Xenorite Servitors and Xenorite Tech Priests. These are actually some of the hardest missions you will be against because the Tech Priests can be really well equipped. It's a thinky noodle, yes, exactly, Martin. You know what? This content is so completely new from anyone who saw my original series on YouTube on this game. This is brand new stuff, so I think we're going to go with this one, sure. The Arc Mechanicus Sector. And we're now taking 3 peeps. We can now also take Rust Stalkers. I'll take 2 servitors, but I will take 1 rust stalker as well. Now, thing is, this cost me 17 to deploy. And it cost me 2 cognition to deploy into a battle. Actually, I'll take 2 of them. But as long as I bring them back in full health, I don't have to pay anything. But much like my tech priests, if they come back in less than full health, I have to pay a little bit. Not quite macrofusion. The Heretic DLC has some interesting paths through it. It isn't strictly, oh, you're going after heretics. No, no, no. You have access to heretic technology, and it's up to you whether you use it or not. But there are consequences. However, there are, you know, various people and different factions at work on the Cestus Metallican. Remember, these massive battleships are humongous. Like, to put it in perspective, the cannons on these ships, the ship-to-ship weapon systems, are so vast that one battery of guns might be looked over by an entire family of people. And their clan, that family, generationally will serve to maintain that one weapon system. It's stupidly huge. Like, an entire, like, we're not just talking like a nuclear family, we're talking like a clan size sort of thing, you know? They live to service that one weapon. It's so amazing. So amazing. I don't recommend this course of action, but best of luck, Aavak. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It's going to be great. Yeah, the macro cannons are manually loaded, even on Mechanicus ships. Yep. Your attention, Magos. My attention is on Silver Tenebris, Xerxes. I must trust you to fulfill your duties as sub-tribune without my oversight. We cannot neglect the security on board the Cestus Metallican. I bring news of a violent uprising amongst the lower ranks of tech priests and menials on the Enginarium decks. An uprising. This is the last thing we need. I permit myself to experience frustration at this news. Your solution, Sub-Tribune? There is but one solution to malcontents and rebellions, Magos. It is, as the discipline of physics states it, force always wins. Oh. Kind of like how the US carrier ships are practically whole cities on the ocean. Well, towns. Yeah, kind of. Take care, Althor. Thanks for dropping by, mate. The dorsal Enginarium decks are in the hands of the malcontents. We must move against them now and exterminate the seeds of heresy. We should remember these are our people, Sub-Tribune. When they raise arms against us, they cease to be ours, Magos. They become pawns of the enemy. And if they fight against my tech priest, I shall direct them to fight back. I hope your aggression will not be justified, but if it is, I shall be ready. The rebels have broken the servitors' loyalty protocols. They defy their original programming. If evidence of their malfeasance be needed, here it is. Let this blasphemy be met with fire and blade. There may be a more subtle way of dealing with this issue, Sub-Tribune. I advise that the malcontents does not deserve subtlety, Magos. The rebels are supported by a host of servitors which form the majority of their firepower. These servitors must be dealt with if the nascent rebellion is to be put down. Kill the leader of the rebels so their control of the servitors will end. Justice through firepower. The servitors are beyond help. Destroy them all and deny the rebels their firepower or information warfare. The servitors can be reset via the Enginarium's cogitators. Hack into the cogitators and reinstate the servitors' loyalty protocols. Strike at the root of the problem, then. A scientist's approach, Magos, but one that risks leaving the malcontents unpunished. I would limit the bloodshed amongst my own people, Sub-Tribune. Violence does not solve everything. Enough violence solves any problem eventually, Magos, but I defer to your command. God damn it. Really? Objective updated. The layout of the Enginarium deck suggests several different approaches to assaulting the rebel position. Up the middle, flanking maneuver or shooting gallery. There is no time to employ subtlety. Send the tech priest straight through the main blast doors to engage the enemy head-on. Send a cohort to flank the rebels and avoid notice until they can assault the enemy up close. Engage the enemy at a distance to take full advantage of the cohort's ranged weapons. Only one of them really has a good, strong ranged weapon.